Hi Leo, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. And this is your monthly forecast for February 2013. This is the month of love. We start this month with a lovely Venus transit, and this transit is happening in your seventh house. That is a house of partnerships, it is a house of marriage. I think for a lot of you who have been thinking of popping the question for quite some time, could be thinking that after all, commitment is not such a bad thing, and you could be getting quite ready to sort of propose to your sweetheart or to your loved one this month. And you have complete planetary support as well with you, Leos. You could also be feeling a lot of warmth, a lot of love for your partner, and I think somewhere the idea of being committed to one person has sort of grown on you. In fact, I think a lot of you were quite worried that you were not capable of it, but now come February, I think it's it has not only surprised you, but I think the level of commitment that you feel towards this relationship has quite surprised you, and that's a lovely thing. Also, Venus is going to be making you spend a lot of money this month. You're going to be beautifying not just your house, yourself, but you're also going to be buying a lot of nice goodies for your loved one. Maybe even a ring, who knows. This is really a time to be aesthetically, making changes around yourself, your house, and maybe going in for a complete wardrobe change, a lot of retail therapy, pampering yourself at a spa, maybe buying yourself a gizmo. I don't know, but seems to be a lot of indication of a retail therapy happening over here. And you're going to be quite happy doing it too, Leo. So that's nice. Now, Mars is going to be activating your eighth house, and that is going to be bringing a lot of energy and movement. And Mars, as we know, is a planet of energy, vitality. Also, tends to bring about some amount of aggression. And your eighth house is about your partnerships, your joint resources, and it focuses really with people, especially on the work front, as to with whom it is that you share the resources, whether you're being fair or not, whether the money or the share that is coming to you, or it could even be your role, whether you feel that you are assertive enough or you have enough authority or not in that particular role. That is indicated. I think it's not really a time, Leos, to be aggressive. It's not really a time to be sort of really putting in your, putting down your foot and saying, no, this is how the way I want it, or I'm feeling very undermined and I don't have any authority. So try not to get on to your high horse this month as far as your joint finances are concerned. It's quite all right. Let it just pass. It has nothing to do with undermining your authority or your importance over there. However, the planets do indicate that if certain things need to be addressed at this point of time, it's a good time to be vocalizing things in a matter of fact, calm way. Try and sort of avoid cutting people in between conversations. Try not to sort of, take over a conversation, so to speak. Now, we also have a lot of focus on sexuality and on emotional intensity as well this month, and this again is dealing with your eighth house. This on the eighth piece of it, it also speaks about intimate issues. So if there are some issues that are related to sexuality that you're not able to speak up about, or you need to sort of have an opinion, it's a good time to be going out and getting an expert's opinion on this as well, Leos. I think it needs to be sort of spoken about. There is also a lot of emphasis on transformation, Leos. It's a good time again to be letting go of patterns, and especially about compulsions, obsessions, about things in you. Again, this has to do with it could do with your intense emotions as well. Things that maybe you perceive them to be right and you're quite obsessive about them. Maybe it's a time to be sort of looking at them and transforming and making your relationships more better, more smoother. And I think since you are sort of and for those of you who are already married, I think it is sort of taking a step back and then looking at things that are not really That are a bit challenging in your relationship. Focus on inheritances, on finances. Maybe this is a time where you could be receiving some part of a property inheritance, a stake, or some stocks that could be coming to you either from a family, or maybe a house gets sold and you get a part of it. So there could be some amount of a money that could be coming to you. Also, your house is also, the eighth house is also lit up with Neptune and Chiron, and Neptune is a planet of inspiration, and though it tends to idolize things quite a lot and it has a haze like quality around it. Now, Neptune will maybe make you look at your deepest intimate emotions in a very sort of idealistic way, and you may adopt quite an escapist route, or it could also indicate that all along you have been trying to sort of escape something which is really deep in your psyche and it needs to be addressed now. Chiron is a planet of healing, and Chiron being there is just suggesting, that the old wounds that have been there or fears that have been there have been dealt with now in your life. It has been healed. It's really a time to be moving ahead, so to speak. Now, Saturn has been there in your fourth house. That is a house of home. It is a house where you stay, with whom you stay, how it is that you share space. It also rules your mother. It's a house of Cancer. So also this is a time where when, and especially during a Saturn retrograde, it's not really a time to be moving and actioning things out. Even though Saturn is a planet of movement, of transformation, but during a retrograde, the Saturn is simply asking you to look at deep-seated patterns emerging from childhood. How it is that nurturance was perceived while you were growing up. How it is that shelter was perceived while growing up. How it is, where it is that you seek your emotional security. Because emotions, again, moon is mother. It has to do with the mother. How is it, I think if there are some restrictions, limitations in your relationship with your mother, with your parents, I think that is something that can be looked at right now. It can be sorted. So how a retrograde really needs to be looked at all points of time. It is nothing bad or drastic. I keep getting a lot of mails wherein people keep asking me, there's a retrograde and will an accident happen, or will something bad happen to me. A retrograde is a time where you take stock of things from where you have come to where you are right now to your present. So you look at it and you say, okay, this is where I've come and where is it that I want to go. So it gives you a chance to revise your plans. So with the focus on your fourth house, since it's talking about your roots, it's talking about childhood patterns, things that could still be affecting you in a subconscious way which you're not consciously aware of. This is a time to be transforming them, doing something about it, make a change and break the barriers and reach out. And Saturn again will bring about a lot of accountability and responsibility. So you have to be accountable for your actions, Leos. You can't just sort of be, whether it is a relationship or again, it also has to do with people with whom you share this space with. You can't just sort of be walking away by saying, it's not my deal, I have nothing to do with it. It's time that you sort of became more accountable for your actions, and especially in your closest relationships. Overall, it's a lovely month. Yes, I think we also have a Mercury retrograde. I've spoken about the retrograde as well, wherein that Mercury retrograde is happening from the 18th of February and it's there from the 3 weeks ahead. Again, it's not a great time to be buying expensive stuff. It's not a good time to be traveling or making grand travel plans, delays, travel glitches. You just need to be more informed. Communication could get a bit hampered. Try not to push people for answers. So try and finish all the important work between 1st to 18th of February, Leos. As simple as that. Finish up all that is required to do. Important decisions to be taken, presentations to be made. Ensure that everything gets done between the first 2 weeks. Overall, looks like a lovely month. Like I said, of course, it's a month of love, and we have the beautiful Venus that she's giving all her complete planetary support in your 7th house. So enjoy yourself. Have a lovely February. I'll see you again in March, and thank you so much for watching.